Kate, we can give it 2 minutes. We have 19 people on call.
Okay.
Okay, we can go ahead and start. Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining from. Welcome to today's session, and our theme for today is a beginner's roadmap to a tech career. My name is Angela, and I will be your amazing host for this session today. So whether you're trying to get into your tech career or you're looking for growth in the space, you're absolutely in the right place. So if you're settling in, feel free to say hello in the chat and tell us where you're joining from. And this session is proudly hosted by Africa Ohana. And when I talk about Africa Ohana, comes into my mind is trailblazing success across the continent. So Africa Ohana is a Salesforce community that is dedicated to harnessing the power of Salesforce in the continent, and the impact extends globally, as we have seen across. So Africa Ohana is deeply rooted, has four core values. And quickly, I would just love to mention them. We have excellence, we have innovation, impact, and community. And just to mention, community is very important when it comes to your growth in the tech space, because it's communities like Africa Ohana that provide us with platforms, they give us spaces, they give us opportunities, and they point us in the right direction as we navigate in the ecosystem. So if you're new here, feel free, you're welcomed and you're loved here, and you're going to be supported. Thank you so much. So before we move ahead, I would just like to remind you that this session is being recorded so that we can reference to it later. It's going to be on YouTube and it's going to be on our website as well. And we're going to have a Q&A at the end of this session. Also, because this is a beginner's roadmap in the tech career, I'm going to give you some grace today. If you feel like you need to ask anything in between the session, you can just put up your hand and we are going to allow you to ask the questions as they come. Also, I would like to encourage you to ask the questions. You don't have to be a beginner, but please ask that question so that you can help another person. Let's say, for example, if you are in that position, what question would you have loved to hear someone ask? And it will go a long way in helping the beginners in this space. So at this point, please allow me to introduce our speaker for today, Kate. Kate is a seasoned tech professional. She has been in the tech space for quite some time. She has so many certifications across Salesforce, Microsoft, AI, everything, name it. So she is so good at what she does. And what stands out for me when it comes to Kate is her commitment to volunteering and mentorship and assisting other people navigate the space. So show some love. Give me the emojis as I welcome Kate to take the floor. Kate, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Angela, for welcoming me. Welcome to everybody else that is currently part of this session. I hope that you leave the session being a different person, more than willing to share my knowledge. But it's not only based on my knowledge. What do you have, or rather, what would you want to gain from this session? As we proceed, navigating the Salesforce ecosystem. So basically, this is a beginner's roadmap for people who are new into the Salesforce ecosystem, whether you have tech background or not. Honestly speaking, Salesforce is a user-friendly platform. Rather, let me say, Trailhead is a user-friendly platform. So we have a platform within Salesforce called Trailhead, which is the one learning platform that we use within Salesforce. I'll wait for the slides. Just a second. I think we need to give Angela a minute.
Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute.
Please.
Okay, sharing enter. Real. Here you go. Do you have my screen?
Thank you, Angela. So I'll start here. For people who don't know what Salesforce is, Salesforce is a customer relationship management platform, also known as a CRM system. It's a sales software as a service. So Salesforce uses customer data to deliver what the customer needs. It uses customer insights to deliver the needs of the business. So moving right along, we have the landscape, the destination, the route, and the summit. Understanding what the platform is all about and the market's demands, evaluating user-friendly opportunities within Salesforce. We usually get a lot of people thinking Salesforce is around sales or having to do with something with sales, not understanding that actually Salesforce is broad. It's bigger than just the word sales within Salesforce. So moving right along, the route, thank you. So I just explained what Salesforce does. It uses sales, services, and marketing. So sorry, I'm sorry, trying to grab some air. It's okay there, just Angela, thank you very much. So a lot of being someone that has worked with CRM systems, right? I've seen how the other CRM systems work and what makes Salesforce stand out specifically. So imagine having to deal with data as finance, having to deal with the data as IT support system, having to deal with asset registry as IT support system, as having to deal with data as sales reps, right? So Salesforce is a platform that has everything all in one. So it gives you the ease to have the engagement within or between departments. Moving right along. Moving right along. So this is the ecosystem gap that we have within Salesforce, basically within Africa. So the reason why you see that arrow pointing on the other direction instead of pointing on the green side, it's because even though Salesforce is a global system, but within Africa, I would use the terms it's underused and underrepresented. The reason why I'm saying this is because within the whole of Africa, based on stats and based on research, we only have plus minus 5 countries that use a Salesforce, which is South Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, Morocco. I'm not sure which other country that I'm missing, but we have 5 countries within South Africa that are actually utilizing and using Salesforce. So most public sectors within our governments as African people or the African continent still use your manual spreadsheets. They still use all the cheaper or maybe common CRM system like your Zoho or your HitHub or HitSpot. They still use those CRM systems that actually give them little or less of what they need within the public sector. So moving right along, the revolutionary career path within Salesforce. The entry point will be the Salesforce Associate. Then from Salesforce Associate, we'll move to Salesforce Admin, and we'll move into Salesforce Business Analyst. The reason why I chose these specific career paths is because these are beginner level career paths. So with Salesforce Associate, Salesforce Admin, it's easier for you to engage, or rather get to understand what is Salesforce or what it is about. But these are not only the careers that we currently have within Salesforce. As I mentioned earlier, that Salesforce is actually broad. We have your developers, we have MuleSoft within Salesforce, we have solution architect, we have Salesforce consultants. It goes bigger than this, but for this specific session, I'll be focusing on that 3. So I'll go through Salesforce Associate. So I've written the key trade is Explorer, because basically you are getting to know. So Salesforce Associate is a certification, or rather an examination or certification within Salesforce that allows you to learn and know, and actually states that I know what Salesforce is, I know what it's used for. So that's what the associate does. So it gets you familiarized. It's more like the foundation base. You get to familiarize yourself with what is Salesforce, what it stands for, what it does. And then we move into the Salesforce administrators. And based on my experience of line of work within Salesforce, I'd call the Salesforce administrators the backbone and support of the Salesforce system. The reason why I call them the backbone and support of the Salesforce system is because they are the ones that run the daily basis support of the users within Salesforce. They are the ones that run and manage configuration. Automation is done from the administration. So for you to master anything within Salesforce, you can never jump the administration. You need to know how the flows work. You need to know creating of permission sets within the Salesforce. You need to know automation workflow. So everything starts with associate, which is learning the platform as itself. What is it used for? Then we move into administration, into configuration, handling the data within Salesforce or within the organization that you're currently working in, let me put it like that, or you will be working in. Being a Salesforce administrator actually allows you to actually able to help on a day-to-day basis. The reason why I'm saying this, I'll take it back to what I do on a daily basis. On help desk, there'll be coming cases in, can you kindly please date this on my cell phone? I'm no longer using that cell phone number. I've changed. And then the Salesforce administrator will be the one to actually update what the user wants. Hence, I'm saying they are the backbone and the support of the Salesforce system within each and every organization. If the HR, for instance, they're onboarding someone and they face an error, it means go back to the administrator. There's a problem within the flow. The administrator does the fixing of the things. They are the support and backbone of the Salesforce system within each and every organization. So that's why I've written there the fixer. I'll move right along into Salesforce business analysts. These are the communication champions. These are the people that are problem solvers. And the reason why the key trait there says the translator. So when you're a business analyst, right, you communicate from stakeholders to managers to the users, right? So it's a triangle. So you get to understand what the business wants, why they want that, what is their final outcome. You get to understand, okay, cool, what are you currently using, right? Let's look at what you are currently using and is it working, or where is the loopholes? So they don't do, so in business analysis, they don't do much of configuration or development, but they're the ones who will pinpoint your weak point, that you actually missed this point there. Maybe you could add this there, and then we could fix that problem. So they work in hand with the Salesforce administrators, as well as working hand in hand with the platform developers as well. So moving right along. So this is the action, your actionable learning blueprint. So the reason why you have this here, it's for you to learn to know where to go to within Salesforce. Next slide. I don't know. The people that are currently, you can just by the show of hands or reaction. Do you? How many of us have Trailhead here? Okay. Okay. So basically, these are steps on how to go about to creating your first Trailhead account. If you don't have a Trailhead account, and you go into Salesforce, you register, follow the steps, you go into Salesforce, and then you start your beginner modules. Your beginner modules will be obviously the Salesforce Associate. And then actually one thing that I also like about Salesforce, it has that quiz that it gives you, what do you prefer? And then they'll tell you, in a situation like this, would you go for empathy or for focus on that and that? The reason why they do that, it's for the system, or rather for Salesforce, to learn your personality as a person and where you fit within the career paths within Salesforce. So when you take these, you can take into account, it can say you're more of a business analyst, but it doesn't limit you. If you feel that you are fit to be within business analysis, you will do business analysis. But if you feel that you are more fit within development, then you can also take that route. Moving right along to the next slide.
Kate, let's
Yes.
take 2 questions. We have 2 hands up.
Okay. I don't see the hands. Can you call out who has the hands for me, Angela, so that I can be able to answer the questions?
I think they have lowered their hands, but I had sent them.
I had my hand up because there's a question in the chat which says,
Okay.
do I have to do the certificates in the order that you've listed?
You don't have to do the certifications in the order that I have listed, but you need to obviously start with the associate exam so that you familiarize yourself with what Salesforce is, what it stands for, and what it does, right? And then moving right along, the administration exam, like I said, it's a very, very strong point to have this Salesforce as administration examination. It is the key and foundation point. Like I said, it is the backbone. A house without a proper foundation falls down. So if you want your skills within Salesforce to have proper foundation, associate and administration then you can move right along to other certifications that you feel align with what you would love to do, or maybe your personality stands out in within the Salesforce ecosystem. Is there another question?
No, we can go ahead.
Okay, moving right along. Joining Salesforce communities. Currently, we are in a webinar that is hosted by Africa Ohana. These are one of the communities that people that want to be within Salesforce should familiarize themselves in. The reason why it is so important to be in communities, one, it's because you'll have a support from the community when things you don't understand, you're able to share within the group. But not only that, updates, Salesforce is continuously updating, and updates are being shared within the groups or within the communities. It's easy for you to access information when you are part of communities, but not only communities in a term of joining maybe Africa or Ohana or certain other communities. Networking is also important. I'll just share a short story about myself and where I currently work and how I met my current boss, right? The reason why I put emphasis on networking, showing up for yourself as well within Salesforce. The reason why I'm saying this is because when I met my boss, I met her at the Salesforce World Tour 2024, my current boss. And I didn't know that one day that specific lady that I adored and I saw, and I want to be like this person. I'd like to be in contact with you. I'm doing Salesforce and I've written my administration exam and I don't know how to go about. Can I connect with you on LinkedIn? Didn't know that that would be a life changer for me years later or a year later. So honestly speaking, you need to show up. You need to ensure that don't only show up, you show up and show who you are and what you stand for, what you know within Salesforce, what you've learned and what you'd like to achieve within Salesforce. I'm a high person in regards to engaging with other people as well. Being part of a community also keeps you grounded. So you know that you are focused on what you're doing and you have people that are your support system as well within the community. And then we have step 4, which is practicing in the developer org. This is for people that would see themselves as developers and so forth and so forth. It is important. I remember we had this debate, I think it was 2 days ago, myself and one of my team members in regards to the certification and practicing of skills within Salesforce. The thing that is it still is certifications still valuable, or practical experience is more valuable than the other? So for me, I would say do both, 50-50. So when, for instance, if you're going to take the Salesforce administration exam, ensure that even though you know the theory, you know the practical. If they were to say, for instance, what are permission sets? You know where to get permission sets, right? It's not only theory. And one thing that I like the most about Trailhead, it will give you a playground so that you practice what is written there. It gives you steps to go through them, learn them, but don't only learn them, practice them, make them a formula to know that when I go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is where I'll get this is what I need. Because even with the certifications, when you write for exams, they basically give you a scenario. In a case of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they give you a multiple choice points, and you need to know that, when this was done, it's actually done under this, and this is actually done under that. Proceed to the next slide, Angela. Thank you. So, and your certification and the impact that it comes with. So it goes along with the explanation that I just explained previously, that you earning your certification gives you the validation that you've earned and you know what you've done. But also when you get into the workspace environment, it tends to be totally different. It's totally different from what Trailhead gives you. So having the orgs to actually practice on, and Salesforce does this, it gives you 30 days free of practicing within a free org. You can use that to your advantage. Use that to learn. Use that as a reference to your portfolio as well, to say, I've learned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to go to be a developer, for instance, be on GitHub, develop yourself, build your portfolio. Going next to the next slide. So this is the blueprint in action. So first step, you don't have to be from a technical background to begin with Salesforce. We have people that come from beauty. We have people that come from, you can name it, any type of background. We have people that can even come from the finance. Salesforce is so broad. We have financial cloud consultants within Salesforce. So you don't specifically have to, I studied IT or I did tech support. Or yes, it's an advantage for you if you did tech support and then you go into your administration, you go into, but it's not necessarily needed for that, for you to start your journey within Salesforce. You come as you are, you come with resilience, you come with being determined that I really want to know what this system is about and I want to learn. And then we move right along to the phase 2, which is the climb, the commitment. So what I just said, you need to stay grounded, be committed to learning what you want to learn within the Salesforce ecosystem, or within the Salesforce system that you feel that will bring you towards your dream career or your career path that you would like to take within Salesforce. Salesforce has various career paths. It doesn't limit you to being an administrator, to being a business analyst, or to be a developer. It's broad. Like I mentioned, we have financial cloud. We have that. Is that what you want to do? Is that what aligns with your abilities? Focus on that and then build on that. Because another thing that we face is that one moment you're doing this, one moment you're doing that. Find yourself a career path that you are willing to stay grounded in and focus on. It's not wrong to know this and that, yes, but if you are still a beginner, you need to at least take it one step at a time. Moving right along, which is phase 3, the preliminary achievement. Once you've successfully passed your Salesforce Associate exam as the beginner, then you know what Salesforce is. Then you can take bigger exams like your Salesforce administration. It comes with that, it's the new credentials on your name. One thing about the Salesforce Associate exam as well, it's the Salesforce exams that we usually have, your admin, your developer, your business analyst, you need to maintain each and every year. But with the Salesforce Associate, it says you know it, and then you write it once, you don't maintain that. That is the advantage, but also it's an advantage to also keep on renewing and refreshing your mind when it comes to the other certifications. Because remember that when I wrote my certification, for instance, there wasn't the AI implementation or Agent Force specialist and stuff like that. So when I went back to actually do the maintenance, it came in with various questions that, okay, I could see that, oh, this came in with the AI. So it gives you a chance also to keep up to date with the things that are happening within the system. Moving right along to the next slide, Angela. So from my side to you guys, I'd like to say, take your first step. Trailhead, make it your friend. Also join we'll be sharing the Africa Ohana link within the chats for you to join the community. We have a WhatsApp that we have as a group that we keep everyone up to date in regards to things that are happening within Salesforce, the events that we have within Salesforce. We also, as Africa Ohana, have sprints that we do or rather partake in regards to giving new people within Salesforce, even not new people, but rather having a practical and hands-on experience within Salesforce. So on the 9th of May, on the 9th of May, we will be having a Salesforce career paths with panel. It's the Salesforce career paths on the 9th of May. And then on the 11th of July, we'll be having a Salesforce role-based interview session. And then on the 10th of August till the 30th of October, we'll be having the Salesforce administration foundation sprint as well. So I'm ready to take your questions.
Thank you, Kate. We have one in the chat. I'm going to read it for you from Hussein. Thank you. Hello, I have a question, but I'm not sure if it fits our topic today or not, but I would like to participate more in the developer track, more hands-on projects with a team. I mean, administration is not just the beginning, then we have to grow fast in the technical means to match the market requirements.
So, okay, can I respond to that? We, like I mentioned, that we have sprints that we do as Africa Ohana. So, Dorcas, kindly please share the WhatsApp group that we have, the WhatsApp link
right
within the chat with everybody else here, so that she or he can join that group, and then we'll be sharing details as well with everybody else there. Also, there's a sprint that I partook in within Africa Ohana. I see that Mem Jennifer there just commented with Code with Sally. So there's Code with Sally as well on YouTube. There's a channel as well. So if you feel that you would like to go through something, you can go through that. Africa Ohana also has sprints like that when it comes to development. And then we also have your LinkedIn sessions with Code with Sally as well. She usually has her LinkedIn sessions, and you can also try to follow her on LinkedIn so that you keep up to date with anything that has to do with coding or rather development. Are you okay with that answer? Or
Thank you, Kate. We have Maleka. You can go ahead and unmute and speak. Yeah.
Yes. Hi, Kate. Hi, Angela. Hi, everybody. So, yes, so I do have a question. So in regards to the sprints that we have under Africa Ohana, I'm not sure if I'm not understanding how the website works, but under the sprints, say the one that's live right now is
business analysis?
Yes. So how come when I click on it, it's not taking me to any landing page, or should I be checking that on the trailhead?
If you're trying to register, the registration has already been closed. So they're already partaking that. It's already going on for people that registered prior, but that shouldn't be an issue because you'll have a chance to actually register for the next. So are you trying to register to be part of the business analyst or?
No, I saw that there were others. I think the ones that were already completed. The one that happened on February 2nd. I tried to partake on that one, but I still didn't understand how to, if I have to register or join a group that was participating in this.
You have to register. So what we usually do, we use our LinkedIn to send applications out that this course that is, like, for instance, the business analysis, this is what we currently offering at this time. We have a time frame, obviously a duration given for applications. We also have Sorry about that. We also have a duration in regards to applications when they will be taken, and then once that is done, obviously it means no one else can access that thereafter. So we also have a group chat on WhatsApp, where we send updates that this, like I said, it's a very good thing to be part of a community, because if you are in the group chat, I encourage this very much, because if you're in the group chat, sometimes LinkedIn passes and you forget things, or like you get back to it. But if you're in the group chat, there's continuously updates, 1 day left, 4 days left, then that way you are able to get communication faster.
Makes sense, Kate. I might have missed that on LinkedIn. So, okay.
Sorry, man, on that, hey?
No, that's okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Kate, for that. I have Analia. Okay, you can reach out to me after this session and we can engage. Is asking for other materials to study for B, so I'll be able to assist on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So any other questions, my good people?
Yes, we have unmute and ask Nyati.
Okay, hi Kate, hi everyone.
Hello.
So my question, okay, so basically I have a love-hate relationship with Salesforce, honestly, because I've already gotten my certification, like my admin certificate. But I got it like 2 years ago and I've been struggling to get roles.
Okay.
And every time like I, apply internally, like in my company, I always get rejected because it's looking like they need experience, not really the certificate. I mean, like, I would like tell them that I know how to do the work, but then still, it's like straight up rejection. I did
Thank
my own
you.
investigations also in the
Thank you for
company.
bringing.
Mhm.
Thank you for actually bringing that up. Sorry to just step
Oh,
in,
no, that's
because
fine.
I also went through just something that is similar to what you are currently going through, and where I got my wrong was the fact that, hence I mentioned the importance of building your portfolio, because you can say you know the work, but you have no proof in regards to, do you know how to build the work, right? So also volunteering is very much important. The importance of volunteering, we have NPOs, we have, where on your free time, on your spare time, obviously you're working, but that would help you to build the experience that you need. We have a lot of NPOs that, especially NPOs that are using Salesforce as non-profit. So you can also try that. I see there's also a comment down there in the comment section. Please go through that and then build on yourself, is Mbalenhle Nyati.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Kevin says, build solo projects. Try to simulate what your company does and build a portfolio and share with them. And then Jennifer says, that's part of the journey, but you should keep getting better and working on other areas like building something, create a Loom video, post and write about it. I'm sure probably other people have experienced the same, but we keep on getting better, working on more projects, and eventually the roles will come. I promise you.
No, thank you so much. Thank you. I think I needed that. Thank you.
Okay, so Kate, as we wait for more questions, I just want to take the liberty and ask you one question on behalf of everyone. If someone is starting today, their tech journey today, what is one thing that they should not ignore? I know you've said so many things that we should do, but what is one thing that they should not ignore?
The power of resilience. The reason why I mentioned that it's because in tech you are continuously going to learn. There's something new that is going to come up a day from today, maybe a month from today. Something will show up, and you must be willing to learn and adjust. Be a teachable person and have a teachable spirit as well. Hence, I put emphasis on the power of resilience. So you need to be that person that continuously is willing to learn. Tech, not specifically Salesforce, tech as it is, it's way broad, and there's continuously something that will show up that is new that we need to learn. There'll be a problem that we need to solve. So if you can be a person that is always willing to have that teachable spirit, always willing to learn, always willing to adapt to whatever that will come through, and then I think you'll make it within the tech space. You must be someone that doesn't get tired of learning new things.
Thank you so much for that. And during your presentation, you mentioned if you're working on the certifications, build the experience as well, work on the projects. If you were to advise a beginner, what are some of the simple projects that someone who is new to Trailhead that they can start with?
Honestly speaking, when I started, I didn't have what the beginners currently have, which is communities like Africa Ohana providing with resources to say, if you'd like to learn so and so, we are willing to take you through step by step so that you learn that. I think when I did Salesforce admin before joining Africa Ohana, then there was a sprint within Africa Ohana, and then I joined Africa Ohana and did the sprint. That made me a different Kate from the Kate that I was previously. It gave me the experience that I felt that I was missing. Hence, I put emphasis on that. Hence, I also just told Mbalente Nyati that you need to start building on those things, those small things. You might see them as small things, but those minor milestones can make you reach the bigger milestone. So from talking from my experience, as a beginner who just knew Trailhead, was introduced to Trailhead, and yes, Trailhead will give you those playgrounds and you're able to work through them and go through them. But when you are given when you're given communities like Africa Ohana that are willing to say, let me take you, hold your hand, and take you through step by step in regards to this is how we do this in a work environment, it helps you build yourself, it helps you build your portfolio as well. And yeah, that's my take on that, Angela. I hope you've been answered.
Thank you. That is clear. That is clear. Do we have any more questions? And maybe Kate to ask it, maybe on behalf of someone else. Let's say when we have people who are, let's say, shy, they not really open up to speak to people, how would you advise them to start engaging in a community like Africa Ohana? Would you point them in probably the best way they can do it?
Honestly speaking, I've always been this outspoken person. I think just be yourself, just be yourself, but also trying to engage more, because the more you engage, then the more you get information. So the more you keep to yourself, the more you're distancing yourself from the information. Be power hungry. So if you are power hungry for whatever that you want to get within your life, not specifically speaking about Salesforce, but be power hungry to say, I want that. And even if it means stepping out of my comfort zone, to say that I need this, be power hungry to say that I want this, and I'm a shy person. but I'll definitely make it through. You know, if I try to engage more, and if engaging more, because honestly speaking, being in your comfort zone, you'll never see growth if you're always comfortable. You need to get out of the box, think out of the box for you to reach where you want to go to. So yeah, if you are that person that always keeps to themselves and doesn't communicate, this is about time that you start communicating. This is about time that you start showcasing yourself. If you don't showcase yourself, then who will showcase you?
Thank you so much, Kate. And thank you, Maleka, for sharing that in the chat. You're really sharing good resources. Let's go, Rutendo.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that communities also give you an opportunity to participate and build your brand and get to know other people in the ecosystem. For example, with Africa Ohana, you see us posting on LinkedIn. There's a team of people that does that. You see us giving you training programs. There's a team of people that puts that together. So if you're interested in volunteering with Africa Ohana, you can always send us an email, send it through to admin@africaohana.com, and we'll be happy to link you with a team that, does something that you're interested in, because Salesforce is, like Kate said, such a big ecosystem, right? You can start fitting Salesforce into so many other areas. If you're a marketer, there's marketing in Salesforce. If you're a writer, there's writing in Salesforce. So there's so many opportunities if you just reach out. Right now, we've got so many new teams that you can take part of. If you're a university student, we've got Tatenda in here. He's our lead for campus programs. So you can reach out and say, hey, I want to take part in campus programs. And then you build an ecosystem within your campus. We've got Kate and Dorcas. They're with our membership and volunteer teams. So when we say, hey, we're looking for volunteers to do 1, 2, 3, Kate and Dorcas will say, hey, we've got this list of people who are interested in doing something. This one has this expertise. Please, can you take them to take part in that volunteer project? So don't hesitate, guys, to give of yourself, and usually that will pay off as well.
Thank you, Rutendo. You forgot to mention we have a space for everyone, even graphic designers, whatever it is. Bring your skill, and Africa Ohana is open to everyone. So, do we have any more questions?
I think we have a question in the chat, Angela.
Mark. Oh yeah, Mark, you can go.
Hello, everyone. My question is if there are any trainings for Salesforce development. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we usually share those within the LinkedIn and the WhatsApp group. So please kindly ensure that you join the WhatsApp group. Ensure that you follow Africa Ohana on LinkedIn as well. But not only that, in the meanwhile, like we've stated, Rutendo just replied on that we have a developer sprint coming in June.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, we have a developer sprint coming in June, so you can be in a lookout for that.
Okay, thank you.
What's the difference between a consultant and a business analyst job on a daily basis?
Okay. This is my take. I don't know if anyone would like to come in regards to the answer that I'm going to give. Anyone can join and jump in and do an additional. So for me, the Salesforce business analysis defines the problem, and the consultants, they design and implement the solutions. I'm not sure if I've answered the question, or anyone would like to have an addition to that. So if you're a Salesforce consultant, you design and you implement. While on the other side of business analysis, like I said, they're the problem solver. They will find the solution and give it you the solution. This is the solution. You need to implement the solution.
Yes, and in the chat, we also have the Nigeria user group has a developer sprint coming shortly. So be on the lookout. So do we have, yes, we do. Another question. Yes, you can ask.
Yes, thank you again. So my question is, and this is something that I have also, I think, made a mistake about, but can you please also clarify? So when I was starting to apply for Salesforce vacancies, I didn't only go for roles that had the title Salesforce admin. I'd go for roles that had maybe CRM specialist or other titles that that required a bit of technical solutions, right? So I wanted to find out what other titles I have it here. So other titles that I went for was maybe junior fundamental consultant, junior business analyst, a marketing operations specialist, sales operational coordinator. So what other titles can one try other than just searching, going to LinkedIn and searching Salesforce admin vacancies? Because
Offense, can I ask you this? Which certifications do you have, and which career path do you believe you fall under?
So far, I only have the administrator and the agent force.
Okay. So I think in this case, it's a matter of going back to the drawing board as Offense Maleka, right? And say that I am Offense Maleka and I have agent force specialist and I have platform administrator, right? And then where do I feel that I'm most fit? Do you want to go the marketing route? Do you want to go the sales route? And then stay on that, like I mentioned, then work on yourself based on that, and then build yourself based on the career path that you've chosen. Because one thing that I've realized, or what I've picked from what you just said, you are more of maneuvering around different types of roles that you applied for. So you'd apply for this and apply for that and apply for this and that. But what is it that Offense actually believes that they can work within Salesforce, and then also build on that as Offense Maleka? I'm not saying that you should maybe limit yourself, but I'm also asking you, based on the experience that you have, based on the certifications that you have, what is it that you feel that you would more have more meaning into, and then build on that as well? Rutendo, you can take over.
Yeah. Okay,
Sure.
thank you so much.
Offense, I just wanted to, I wrote you a message in the chat, but I wanted to add on that. I feel, and I think a lot of people in Africa hate me because I say this all the time. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that you need 15 Salesforce certifications to become relevant. I think sometimes you walk the Salesforce streets and you see how people write, I am a 20-time certified Salesforce, executive, and I am a 50-time Salesforce. You can actually have your 1 or 2 certifications and make such waves because you are so good at that one thing. I'll give you an example. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I don't think Jennifer has 20 Salesforce certifications. And yet everyone in the Salesforce ecosystem knows Jennifer with her admin certification and her agent for certification. Jennifer, if you're still here, I don't know if you've got 50 certifications. Maybe I'm using you as a wrong example. But my point is that you'd rather have your 2 sets that you've mentioned and be so good at those 2 that it's undeniable that you bring value. versus going and collecting 60 certifications where you really cram for the exam and just get those certs and know nothing in essence, right?
True.
And like what I wrote to you, don't underestimate or undermine what you have. When you're talking, if you're introducing yourself and looking for an internship or something, if you're introducing yourself the way you just did just now, if you go there and you go, well, I only have an admin right now, trust me, I won't give you the job. But if you are confidently standing behind that admin certification that you have, I'll be convinced.
Thank you for that, Rotendo.
Yeah. So just in addition to what she just said, I remember we had a topic about this days ago, 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. And hence I said in my presentation that it is very good to ensure that you balance your sets with your experience. So if you're doing administration, balance it with you making sure that you're continuously doing the flows, practicing the flows, build this flow, build that flow. Make sure that you are continuously building the experience as much as you are having the certification. Because now we are currently having this issue of, are the certifications valid or not? You know, but also on CV, what validates you is the certification. But on the job market, what speaks for you, it's the skill. So you need both. In my preference, you need to have both to be on the safe side, but not only to be on the safe side, to ensure that you are good to that extent. Because sometimes when you come into skills and yes, and hands-on experience are very much good. Yes, I see that comment. So when you come into an organization or a platform or a system, you need to ensure that you get to know it to the best, like she said, and ensure that you get the best of experience out of it. And when you have the certification as well, it validates that you know what you are working on or what you say you have worked on.
Thank you so much, Kate, for that. Yes, Tatenda.
Hi, kids and everyone. Thank you for the great session. So I just wanted to add something on what you have said. What helped me as I came into the Salesforce ecosystem, I had mentorship, because when I got my certification, I was alone. I was just doing a certification. I was like, you know what? Let me just get into Salesforce. I didn't know anyone. I didn't know really how to market myself, how to do things. Then I got mentorship. So it really helped me. So if a person doesn't really know the direction that they want to take, I would encourage that you look for mentorship, and Africa Ohana also offers mentorship. We have different specialists in our team. We have business analysts, we have architects, we have developers. So even those people were asking about, want to be a developer, this, you can ask in the group. There is someone who will help you who has a specialty in that area that you want to take. So yeah, that's all I had to my side. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tatenda. Mentorship is very powerful. For the people who have been in the ecosystem, you can confirm that walking the journey alone is hard. But when you get mentorship from people who have walked the journey, they have faced the challenges you're facing at the moment, it becomes easier and better, and you're able to avoid the mistakes that were made before. So thank you so much. Yes, Rotendo.
I promise I'll shut up after this. The only other thing I wanted to add is that you need to partner your Salesforce technical skills with soft skills. You will be so surprised how far you can get by improving your communication skills, because sometimes you've got the technical skills, but you're so bad at explaining them that the door closes, right? So build those communication skills, build your professional skills. You'll be surprised how many people I see in the African Salesforce system who are so unprofessional. It's appalling. Like, they'll send me an email and I'll just be like, is this someone who legitimately wants me to give them an opportunity using this email? So build little things like how you address people, how you write your emails. Those are all skills that are going to work together to take you somewhere. So don't just focus on, oh, I must get 50 certs, and neglect all the other skills that are going to help those certs work for you.
Yes, Alimali.
For me, I just wanted to back what Rutendo has said. Just make sure you are able to like cover the gap of like most of the stakeholders or senior people would like to know, like, how can you solve this situation? How can you solve their problems? If you're able to do that, if you're able to put up a story, if you're able to showcase on how we are going to bring the solution to the problems that they have, then you'll be the best candidate. It doesn't matter of like what experience you have, what projects you have done, as long as you have that mentality of like, how can you assist them using the solutions that we have already in Salesforce, you'll be the best candidate. Trust me.
Thank you so much, Alimali. Do we have another question or comment or something you want to tell us? Anyone? Okay. Today we've made good use of time. So before I ambush someone to give a vote of thanks on behalf of Africa Ohana, it could be anyone. I would just like to take this moment and say thank you to everyone for joining this session and engaging as well. To our speaker, Kate, thank you for sharing your knowledge, your insights, and your journey. And for me, I would say this session has been very valuable. And all thanks to Africa Ohana for continuously creating spaces where learning and growth and people can thrive. And thank you so much, everyone, for showing up today. All I can say is just stay consistent, stay connected to Africa Ohana. We have the link to our WhatsApp. Follow us on LinkedIn. Subscribe to our YouTube channels because you're going to find videos there, and keep on learning. So let me see who I picked to give a vote of thanks on behalf. Is Jennifer still here? No, Jennifer is not here. So thank God. Please come outside. Thank God. Okay. A third person. Okay, Rutendo, because you've asked so many questions today, please now give a vote of thanks on behalf of Africa Ohana.
I need $100 to unzip my mouth, which I had zipped. No, guys, I want to say thank you for showing up for this session. You guys are the ones who give us energy to keep going. Imagine how discouraging it would have been for Angela and Kate to show up here and be alone with no one to share all the stuff they've prepared. So it's you guys that keep us going. It's you guys that are the Ohana. So thank you so much. What you've learned, share it with others. Invite others next time. Don't be selfish. with the knowledge. There's enough room for everyone. I know we're all saying, oh, the roles are not coming. And I know some people are worried that, oh, if 100 more people come, now my chances are 100 times less. But trust me, this ecosystem is big enough for all of us. So always invite others, always share what you're learning. I want to say a very big thank you to Kate. She put in a lot of work to prepare this for you guys. The slides, the information, all of that takes preparation. So we don't take it for granted. Thank you so much, Kate. Angela, thank you for running a great meeting. This was amazing. All the Africa Ohana team who were here with us, commenting, helping, we appreciate you guys. And last but not least, Priska. This was organized by our mentorship and career development team, which is headed by Priska. She also put in a lot of work ideating this whole thing. So thank you so much. We appreciate you. We love you. You guys enjoy the rest of your evening. I am looking forward to seeing you all thriving in this ecosystem. I'll be watching and following on LinkedIn. Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening.
Bye bye. Good evening. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.